All right, Jordan, we kind of talked about it with Red Talk a little bit, but let's go ahead and wrap it up with, keys to the game. What if if things go right for Clemson on Saturday in Atlanta, 12 noon kickoff? What does that look like offensively? And then what does that look like defensively?
Yeah. Keys to the game for Clemson. Offensively, I definitely think this is another game. I mean, last week against Troy, I said run the ball, and they waited till the second half to listen to me because, of
Yeah.
course, they did. And when they were already down 16 points or 13, I guess, at the half. But
Hmm.
let's not wait till the second half to do that because I think you'll get beat and you won't have enough time and you won't get the crazy turnover luck that you did against Troy. If you're down by 16 points in this game, because I mean, against a team like Georgia Tech, a multi-possession deficit is going to feel like it's going to feel like four. It's going to feel like four possessions and not two. So I need to stay ahead of the chains, keep Cade on schedule, get him comfortable for whatever it is you have to do. I mean that's you know one way to get a quarterback comfortable is to give him easy throws, but another way to get him comfortable is just to run the football. Take the ball out of his hands. Feel like he can trust that he has the running game. I mean, and you saw when Clemson established run in the second half against Troy, all of a sudden those play action shots were hitting to where Bryant
Right.
Wesco. He
Yep.
was getting over the top with a lot of separation because forced everybody on that defense to bite on those run fakes. I mean, it's simple football, but I mean, that's the key to the game. I mean, you're going to have to find a way to establish the run early and not have to rely on Cade's arm because at this point you don't trust that he's going to make the plays that are there. So run the football, don't turn the ball over. Please don't turn the ball over. You
Yeah.
know, I don't want to. I mean, this has been 2023 in a lot of respects, but they haven't turned the ball over to the same degree that they did in that season. So let's knock on wood. Um, but let's hope that they actually hang on to the football. So run the football and hang on to it. That's my key to the game. Pretty simple.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, run the football. I think getting Cade some easy throws early too to get him in rhythm. Maybe a couple design quarterback runs. I know that I know when Cade finds space running the football, it fires him up, and I think that may be able to calm him down a little bit as far as offensively. Defensively, for me, keys to the game for Clemson are stopping the run. Right. It's going to be vitally important that you stay gap sound against Georgia Tech. Rec Talk referred to those cutback lanes that Haynes Kings like to do, and Justice Haynes likes to do as well. So that's going to be a key. Eye discipline with all the motion and the eye candy and the pre-snap stuff that Georgia Tech's going to do to try to get you to pay attention to the wrong things. The defense got to come in and just be focused about what is my job on this play and do that job. Don't get caught up in looking at the stuff that they're trying to shake the shiny object over here, and then they're gonna hit an explosive on the other side. So um, that's for me for the defense. Be physical, right? I want to see this defensive line really assert their dominance, really reset the line of scrimmage, and that's not easy against a team like Georgia Tech. They have a pretty decent offensive line. Obviously, Brent Key, he's big on offensive line play, and he's all about physicality, and he kind of instills that into his team. So it's going to be a physical game. It's going to be a gut check for this defense. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing this real big test for that Clemson run defense, and to see how we hold up against a team that they don't care. They're going to run the football, regardless of what you do. Georgia Tech is going to try to run the football. So I'm excited to see what the defense does and how they hold up with that. So yeah, I mean that's kind of it's basic stuff, but Clemson's got to they need to win this game in a big way. We need this win. And honestly, it doesn't really matter how you win the game. You just need to get out of here with a W. It would be nice if we saw the offense on display that we were expecting to see this season. It would be nice that the defensively, your run defense is improved and it looks great. Like that would be great. But in reality, Clemson just needs to get out of this game with a win. You can't afford to lose this game. You can't afford to start the season 1-2. There's a lot of the oxygen in the building has already been sucked out when it comes to the narrative and just kind of the feel around the team right now. So you got to get some of that back with a win at Georgia Tech.
Yeah, absolutely. And just I'm scared because especially defensively. I mean, I'm worried just because of they have. Georgia Tech has playmakers. You can stop the run, but they also they have good receivers. I mean, Eric Rivers, as Rec Talk already mentioned. I mean, he was an All-American last season. He absolutely has the ability, if you key too much in on the run, where you get beat up over the top. He's a deep threat. They use him in a lot of motions. They get creative with getting him the football. Malik Rutherford is the smaller, slot guy that they give a high volume of targets to and let him get a lot of run after catch opportunity. So you gotta take away their playmakers, their best players, and force somebody else to beat you. It's really that simple. Whether it's Jamal Haynes or Rivers, Rutherford, and of course Haynes King, and obviously just being prepared to see two quarterbacks. I think they, I definitely think they'll play both, and Aaron Philo definitely gives them that deep passing play ability. He broke Trevor Lawrence's Georgia high school records coming out of high school. I mean, the guy was a winner in high school, and he's shown promise already through 2 seasons. And last week against Georgia Tech, he played really well, or against Gardner Webb, he played really well. So we'll see, how that translates, and whether Clemson is prepared for whatever Georgia Tech has got dialed up when he gets in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see. Lots of interesting, storylines heading into this game. We'll see, kind of how this team can, hopefully Clemson can go out there and start fast, and not dig themselves a hole like they've done, and just not start well like they've done the previous 2 games this season. They need to go out there and get some momentum going early, I think, to just kind of calm the nerves of everybody, specifically Cade Kolebnik. But we shall see. We shall see how it goes. All right, Jordan, we've kind of talked about this game as much as we possibly can, all the different angles and things that we think are important heading into this game. And it is that time of the week again for us to lock in our score predictions. We have not done great the past 2 weeks, Jordan. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little disappointed with our performances.
You think
we should probably be fired and just stop doing score predictions altogether. But we all know we're not going to do that. We're going to keep predicting the score. Eventually, we got to be right with one of them.
Yeah,
right?
we'll get close one of these days.
Yeah. One would think. Eventually, we would be right with one of these. So it wasn't like we thought last week. Clemson's offense still sputtering and stumbling and not getting out of their own way. But let's go ahead with the Georgia Tech score prediction this week. I think you started last week, so I'll give my score prediction first this week. I'm going to go Clemson 34, Georgia Tech 24. Okay.
So you think the offense finds some rhythm, gets things going, and we feel a little bit better coming. I would take that result any day now.
Yeah, I do think the offense gets going a little bit. I think they find a rhythm in this game a bit. I just feel like eventually Cade's going to break through. Like I don't think he's going to be as bad as he has been in the past 2 games all season. I just refuse to believe that. And maybe eventually I'm wrong on that, and we see that he has truly regressed permanently this season, but I don't believe that to be the case. I think he's put a lot of pressure on himself. That's clear. And I think he just needs to chill out and just play football. And if he does that, I think the offense will have a good day. And I think the defense does good enough against the run. Georgia Tech's still going to get theirs. I think they're still going to score some points, but that's how I see it going down, 34-24. Clemson gets the win on the road, and maybe everybody can breathe a little bit easier heading out of Atlanta, Georgia this Saturday.
All right. I'll also take Clemson to win the football game, but I think this is going to be kind of an ugly football game in a lot of respects. I think we'll see some turnovers. I still can't shake what I've seen through 2 weeks. And I think that maybe they get some things going, but I'm not sure if Cade is still in the right space and I'm not sure if the offensive line is going to give enough of what you need to feel good about putting 30 in this game. I'm going Clemson 23, Georgia Tech 20. I think it's going to be a one-score. I think it's going to be a one-score game. I think both teams are going to try to run the football and try to not throw it, too much. Hopefully, especially in Clemson's case, I just because good things have not been happening when they've tried to throw the ball a lot. So maybe they get some things going, maybe hit a couple big plays, when they have success running the football. But I can't see. I can't pick this team to score 30 with what I've seen through 2 weeks. I'm 23-20. They find a way to win and keep themselves above water, heading into next week.
Sounds good. I could definitely see a slugfest like that. Both teams running the ball, having success, but not a ton of success. Having their moments. So I could definitely see that. Got a couple score predictions in here from the chat section. Let's see. David Wood says 28-17. I'm assuming he's picking Clemson. Els King says 31-13 Georgia Tech.
That's going to be a hell of a post-game show. We've seen we haven't had our Duke. If this team is like 2023, we haven't had our Duke performance yet.
That's it.
That looks very similar.
Yeah.
And the more I think of the similarities of this game and Duke, makes me a little uncomfortable.
It's a little uneasy.
A lot uncomfortable, actually.
Yeah. Fumble the ball 2-3 times in the red zone. Turn it over. Can't get off the field on third down. Yeah, that's how 31-13 happens.
Yeah.
David, thank you again for being one of our channel members and supporting the show in that way. He says 24-17. Good guys, I'm assuming. Joe Long, he's right along with you, Jordan. He said 24-20. So you guys have very similar score predictions there.
Because Joe is a ball hog.
Marcus, 24-17. Georgia Tech wins.
I think that's well within the realm of possibility.
I would not be shocked. Isaac Smith, 24-21, Clemson. Intelligence Savage, 24-13, Tigers on top.
I'll take that. I mean, I'll take a win no matter how it looks, considering what we've seen. Just win football games. That's you remember what we said after the LSU game, shut up and win football games?
Yeah, shut up and win football games. That's why I said earlier, it don't really matter if Clemson wins this game by 1 point or 14 points, right? You just need to win this game. You got to win the game. So as long as you do that, we'll be okay. Author, one of our other channel members, thank you so much for supporting the show in that way on a monthly basis. 27-21 Clemson.